Hello and what's up, GSC Pokemon Challenges fam? How you guys doing? It's time to get back to this action. We are on the Falkner Minimal Battles series, coming up with another episode. Look at the progress so far. 69 Pokemon have beaten Falkner on Minimal Battles. Granted with max DVs, but man, when you get 69 Pokemon through the first gym, that is pretty darn nice, if you ask me. I've had 38 fail, but I think most of these Pokemon we could have guessed. Some people have been in the comments talking about Venusaur, talking about Vulpix, maybe having had a shot if we had done a couple things a little bit differently. Quilava, still a topic of conversation. We may go back and test these guys out in a slightly different way, but we're going to put that off until after we finish the series. We're going to get through all 251. Then I'm going to make a short list of some Pokemon that, based on what you guys have said, based on my own analysis, might have a shot. You know, if I tweak some things around. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning as I go. But the fact that we've had this level of success so far is just kind of ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. Like, I thought Gen 2 was supposed to be harder than Gen 1. You know, better AI, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't seem that way at this point. Seems like the first gym is kind of a cakewalk compared to Gen 1, but that could be changing today. Today we're coming in with a Bellsprout line, coming in with the Tentacool line, we've got the Geodude line, we've got Sunkern, Sunflora, and Yanma, and then we got the Wooper and the Quagsire. Now here's what I'm thinking about today's. These are just my predictions coming in. I think Bellsprout and Weepinbell get absolutely wrecked. I mean, Bellsprout is actually available in this section of the game. If that Pokemon was capable of beating Falkner on Minimal Battles, that would just break the entire game, I think. So I'm pretty sure that those two are getting wrecked. Victreebel might squeak through. I think the Tentacool line will do just fine. The Geodude line's going to be very interesting. Yet again, I have a memory when these games first came out, trying to beat Falkner with a Geodude and trying to beat him with the in-game trade Onix. And I remember getting wrecked. That's all I remember. I remember getting to Falkner and getting wrecked by Falkner. Maybe that's just my memory. Maybe I was bad at the game. You know, this was like God knows how many years ago when this game first came out. 20 plus years ago now. And yeah. So I'm just saying, I bet that Golem gets through. Graveler also probably gets through. Geodude I think will get through, but it's going to come down to mud slap luck. Then we've got Sunkern and Sunflora. I'm not sure if either of them get through. I think Yanma gets wrecked. I think Quagsire's getting through. Don't know what Wooper has. Depends on what Wooper has, whether it gets through or not. But with that being said, let's just get into this. So I'm just going to conservatively project that out 13 challengers. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm guessing 6 Pokemon get through. That's my prediction. We'll find out if I'm right. And with that, let's just go ahead and get into the first challenger. So up first, we are going to be running with Victreebel. We're going to compare Victreebel and Sunflora. They're the only two lines that I think actually kind of make sense to pit up against each other and see how they perform. I mean, grass on grass, you know, grass on grass action here. But I think they're going to get wrecked by Falkner in general. The evolved forms might get through. I'm not sure about the unevolved forms, so that's for darn sure. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. It depends on what we know though. So here, this is a Victreebel. Cool. And we are coming in here with Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Sweet Scent, and Razor Leaf. Okay. Razor Leaf and Sleep Powder might give us a chance, because at least we have a decent-ish attacking move. That's my thoughts anyway. We're going to find out how much damage we actually do. Also keeping in mind, this is an evolved Pokemon, so it's likely to do more damage than, you know, like the Bellsprout is getting wrecked, I'm sure. Weepinbell, if it has Sleep Powder, might be good. If it doesn't have Sleep Powder, wrecked. That's my word. I've learned a lot. Since I did that full game Mewtwo run, I learned a lot in that run, honestly. That was my first full game run of Crystal in probably like 15 years at least. So, yeah. A lot of things I didn't remember. A lot of spots that, you know, I didn't remember that Karen was literally a Karen. Like, she's literally just, you know, a pain. Forgot that Claire tries to not give you a badge. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Here, I'm going no berry on this one. We're going in raw, guys. Berryless. We're going to save the game. I don't think we need the berry for the first fight. I think it's just a wasted berry if we use it. So, let's not. Here we go. Rival number 1. I vote Sleep Powder. Nice. Now, how about some Razor Leaf? You know, it's not going to do great damage, but it does have a higher critical hit chance. And this sucker's asleep, so easy win. Oh, look at that. We got 69 XP. Ooh, that was nice. Mikey, we're going to not one-shot, apparently. Apparently, higher critical hit chance doesn't mean guaranteed critical hit in Gen 2. Who would have thought? Another thing they nerfed in Gen 2 was that these high critical hit chance moves don't have, like, guaranteed critical hits anymore. Gen 1, a Victreebel using Razor Leaf basically crits 100% of the time. So, yeah, that's exciting. Alright, so here, I do think we can beat Honest Abe, but we're going to need some sleep luck here, is my guess. So let's just see how we're doing stats-wise. Here, we're coming in at level 7 with this Victreebel. Look at him, like, shake his little feather or something. Or shake his little leaf. Shake his little leaf. Oh, there we go. Look at that sprite. Sorry, I like that. Oh, man. It's like, come on, buddy. Come on. I imagine that's him just like, you know, the 2 fingers, like, waving at somebody, like, come on, bring it, you know. But anyway, we're level 7. We've got 30 HP. Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Sweet Scent, and Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf is going to be our primary mode of attacking. And then we've got 22 attack, 16 defense, 21 special attack, 15 special defense, and we've got 17 in speed. So we're not outspeeding Honest Abe here. We need the Sleep Powder to do its thing. Let's see if it does. So here we go. Spearow is out. Oh, look at that peck, dude. Just ridiculous amounts of damage. Okay, we do get him to sleep. We recover with a berry. Razor Leaf is doing like that much. Oh, that's probably like a 6-hit KO without a crit. So there we finally get the crit. But man, like 3 critical hits I think knocks him out. But yeah, we need the turn 1 sleep, number 1. There we go. So he is fast asleep. Stay asleep, buddy. Oh, and come on, Razor Leaf, don't do me like that. Do me dirty. Okay. He wakes up, but we knock him out. There we go. We get to level 8. Honest Abe going down. And now next we've got Pidgey Guy. But I don't think he's as scary because he doesn't have any flying type moves. Let's just see. Old Pidgey Guy. Let's give him the sleepy sleep. Nice. Razor Leaf. Hey, go back to sleep. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's like a 3-hitter. That's cool. Get to level 9. More sleep. Okay. Yeah, just stay asleep, buddy. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm here for this. I think this is fine. So here, I'm just going to save the game. And let's check the tail of the tape right here. So we're coming into Falkner, level 9 now. 36 HP. Got Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Sweet Scent, Razor Leaf. Doesn't change. But now, the stats have gone up. We have 26 in attack, which we don't have any physical attacks, but that's fine. We've got 19 in defense, 25 special attack, which is kind of important. Only 18 special defense, though there's no reason to worry about that here. We do have 20 speed. I think we outspeed, which means we can use some sleep strats here. Let's go. Come on, Falkner. I want you to go sleepy sleep. Oh, look at that. Now, Razor Leaf. Looks like a 3-hit KO without the crit here. Okay, we take that one down. We level up to level 10 now. Oh, we miss on Pidgeotto with the sleep powder. Okay, now we get it. Razor Leaf does appear to be doing decent damage here. And there's the crit, and we take him down. So Victreebel gets to level 11 and has beaten Falkner. First Pokemon through. Nice. We can feel pretty good about that. Bugsy is probably going to wreck this one. I'm just going to say. I don't know if we learn any moves between now and then that will help us in that regard. Let's see. Cut is coming up. But I mean, Cut could be a strat. Yeah, this is a Pokemon that I don't think is going to do great in the Bugsy section, in spite of the fact that it got through Falkner. We are at level 11. We've got 42 HP. We're not learning any new level up moves in this section. We don't get Swift. We don't really get much of anything. We've got 31 attack, 23 defense, 30 special attack, 21 special defense, 24 speed. But this almost feels like a Pokemon that we would have to like try to intentionally get to struggle to beat Bugsy with. And that just sounds terrible. But that does it for this one. So we have officially beaten Falkner with a Victreebel. Nice. Now I'm going to try to do the same thing with a Sunflora. Is it possible? I don't know. What does Sunflora even know? Alright, so there's the Sunflora. We know Absorb, Pound, and Growth. I'm not confident in this. But we'll try. We're gonna give this our best shot. But yeah, this has me thinking that Sunkern has 0 shot. Because I don't think Sunkern even knows Pound. And look at what a happy little sunflower he is. Sunflora up there. That's too bad. He's just dancing around all happy. He doesn't know that he's about to get wrecked. Oh, man. Okay, so here I'm just going to fight Rival 1 without a berry. Let's find out if we can beat him. Okay, so here I'm going to go... Okay, so that does boost special attack. Okay. So here, now I'm going to try to absorb on him. And it will do, like, better damage, right? Because I have growth. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Now, I do have to say, this intro part is so long in this version. I was testing it out. In Pokemon Red and Blue, I can get this done in, like, literally a minute. I can get through to the first fight. And here it takes, like, 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes to get to the first fight, even when you're going like reasonably fast. Kind of ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna spam growth just so that I have all the special attack. Okay, now absorb. Oh, look at that one hitter there. And here, he tail whips. Doesn't matter. He gets absorbed. And I get all my health back. Ha 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 ha. That might be the strat. We may be going for some, like, absorb nonsense here. So here we definitely need a berry. And let's check Sunflora's stats. Alright, so we're at level 7. We've got 29 HP. Our moveset is Absorb, Pound, and Growth. I'm not sure if this is going to be good enough or not. But here, we're coming in with 17 attack, only 14 defense. We've got 21 special attack, which is meh, decent. But then 19 special defense, only 11 speed. We're not going to outspeed anything. Oh, God. Okay, well, let's just see, I guess. Like, attack is not our forte. And did you see that Peck do more than half there? Oh, and the Pound does, like, nothing. Oh, God. We ain't taking him to Pound Town, that's for darn sure. Let's just see how much Absorb does. Oh, and we get critical hit one shot there. Oh, that was bad. I just want to see how much Absorb does. Like, I'm going to give myself 1 growth. We get a heal. And now let's just see how much damage Absorb does. Oh, look how little that did. So, yeah. I'm just going to venture a guess that we can completely eliminate Sunflora. In fact, if we were to set this Pokemon to have no PP, right, to go in with struggle strats, because I know people are going to ask this, because we've been discussing struggle strats a lot on the channel. Let's just handle this right now. Let's just make this clear, right? If I come in here and I set this Pokemon to have 0 PP in all of its moves, okay? It's coming in with nothing. You can see down there in the bottom left, it has 0 PP in all of its moves. And we pop up here and we're like, oh, okay, we'll just struggle, right? Clearly struggle gets us through. We get pecked, and then we do that little damage. And even if we got a critical hit there, we would just faint. We would just knock ourselves out. So this is a fight that is just clearly impossible. Like, we do have him in orange health, so if we got 2 critical hits in a row with really good ranges, we might just manage to knock him out. But the odds of 2 critical hits in a row is so astronomically low. I'm not counting that as acceptable. And this is a max DV's Sunflora. This is the best Sunflora you could ever possibly have. All right. So because of that, no, this Pokemon's out. This Pokemon is done. And that means Sunkern, also done. Trash. Garbage. I will probably end up doing a full game solo run with these Pokemon. You know, I'm just trash talking, guys. Don't worry. Somebody's gonna be like, you said Sunflora was trash. I'm sorry. No. Actually, kind of not sorry, but yeah. These ones, definitely just not happening, guys. The Sunflora, Sunkern, they're out of there. They're eliminated. So let's give Weepinbell a shot. Am I confident in Weepinbell? No. I'm just gonna say that right now. No, I'm not. But will I do the run? Well, yes, because I said I would. I said I would do the run. As long as the evolved form gets through, I will try the unevolved forms. I'm pretty sure that Weepinbell's not getting through here, though. And that will, of course, eliminate the Bellsprout. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. So yeah, I don't have much faith in Weepinbell. I don't think this Pokemon's getting through. In particular, because I'm willing to bet it does not start the game with Sleep Powder. If it had Sleep Powder, I'd give it a slight chance, but it probably then doesn't have Razor Leaf. So yeah, it's still probably a pretty low chance of getting through. But, you know, we have to just find out. That's why we do the runs. But we may start off 1 for 5, is my guess. if I were a betting man. Yeah. Vine Whip, Growth, Wrap. Especially because we know that Wrap is trash in this version. Yeah, I'm not too confident in this. Like, you know, I understand. People complained about Wrap in Gen 1, right? They said it was broken. But I mean, with the low accuracy like it has, I guess I should say, I never felt that move was really all that broken. Like, I know there are salty boys and competitive who are like, some guy landed all the Wraps, so I lost. Like, but honestly, just because you get unlucky and you lose a fight in competitive, to me, never felt like a good reason to ban anything. Like, it's the same with accuracy strats. It's the same with, you know, the fly paralysis glitch. It's the same with a lot of things in Gen 1. I felt like there were a lot of situations where competitive players were just kind of being salty boys, and they should have kind of come off of it. They still should come off of it. And, you know, just, hey, if you're better than people, you'll beat them over the long run, right? You don't have to win every single fight. You'll beat them over the long run, you know? Just my opinion. Anyway, let's fight Rival 1. Here, I think we need a berry for this fight, so I'm just gonna go Growth and then Vine Whip, I guess. Here, I will wrap him, I guess. Come on. Let's get that chip. Okay, he goes Leer there. We get wrecked on the first one. Okay, so I think we go Wrap at the very beginning, and then we do a couple of growths, and then we start Vine Whipping, is my strategy. So here, let's Wrap him turn 1. Nice. And now we go for a growth. Let's hit another growth. Okay, he got released from my wrap, so I'm going to wrap him again. And now I'm going to start Vine Whipping. Okay. And there we take him down. Okay, so we can beat Rival 1. It's very tedious, and it requires a berry. And it basically is a combination of Wrap and Vine Whip strats. If somebody's like, you have to use Gen 2 Wrap strats, I'm gonna be like, oh god. If this were like Gen 1, yet again, where you could wrap opponents and stop them from hitting you, which was the whole novelty of the move. Like, after that, it just becomes trash when they tried to nerf it here. You know, they just basically made it so that, like, oh, okay, nobody ever wants to use wrap anymore. You know, but it had usefulness in the context of a full game solo run. You know, and this is the other thing, I guess, just my personal opinion, but I feel like the devs, especially in Gen 2, and in later gens especially, they've just kind of let competitive take over everything to the point where they've changed game mechanics so much from what they were originally just to satisfy the competitive community, when a lot of these things were reasonably balanced and made sense in the context of a full game solo run, right? So just nerf it for competitive. Don't nerf it for everybody. You know, leave it so that we can still play the game, you know. Like, for me as a Gen 1 player, you know, a person who remembers when Gen 1 came out, coming to Gen 2 and having all these mechanics just completely, you know, destroyed. I don't know. For me personally, it kind of was like, okay, so Gen 2 is where they just stopped the magic, you know, and just started like focusing on balance, which, I mean, I get it, but for me personally, you know, I like unbalanced things. You know, I'll take Skyrim any day. Perfectly balanced. I like things perfectly balanced. Wish I could be like Spiff. Perfectly balanced. Look at that sprite. That is the worst sprite, I think, in the entire history of the game. Oh, that Weepinbell. Okay, so here we are. We have made it to Falkner's gym. We are at level 7. We've got 28 HP. Vine Whip, Growth, Wrap. We've got 19 attack, 14 defense, 19 special attack, 13 special defense, 15 in speed. I think we're about to get wrecked. Let's just be clear about that. I'll give a berry, just in case. Gonna save the game. And here we go. Here we go. Honest Abe is here to do more than 50% with his first hit. Now when we use Vine Whip, oh, look how little damage that did. Oh man. And Wrap is trash, so we can already declare very, very easily Weepinbell, not getting through this one. You know, and this is another one of those Pokemon where if you were coming to me and you were like, well, use the struggle strats, Teo. Use the struggle strats. once again, this is where like Venusaur too, right? People were talking about Venusaur, seemed like it was kind of close. But when you're coming in here and you're trying to go struggle strats with these Pokemon that are weak to, you know, Honest Abe here, you know, we're slower and weak to his typing. And I mean, look at that. We didn't even get him to orange health. We're probably not getting through that with struggle strats either. So I'm just willing to bet that this Pokemon is, for all intents and purposes, at least within practical means, impossible to get through this section on minimum battles. You gotta go to Sprout Tower, you gotta go fight some more trainers, you know, maybe even grind some wild Pokemon, then come back here and fight Falkner. But yeah, so we're going to have to eliminate some Pokemon. That is the answer. So let me just update my backend very quickly. Alright, so as we get back to today's challengers, oh god. Victreebel is fine. Victreebel gets through. Wasn't even that hard. But man oh man, the Sunkern, Sunflora, and the Bellsprout, Weepinbell, wrecked. They're out of there. Not even a chance. So now let's move on. Let's compare Tentacruel to Quagsire. Now we've got some water types coming in, and these ones could be kind of interesting. I mean, I think the Tentacruel line is going to start with like Acid or something like that if they're like Gen 1. And then Wooper and Quagsire, I'm not really sure what they start with, but you know, the water ground typing, kind of interesting. So let's just find out. Let's see. I'm going to start off with the Tentacruel, I think. So let's just get that loaded up. Right, so it is time for Tentacruel, and this Pokemon I always really liked because of Pokemon Stadium 1. There was this whole like part of Pokemon Stadium 1 where it was like you would run into a fisherman who, I forget if he was like the final trainer or one of the last trainers in the Pika Cup, but he had a level 20 Tentacruel, and it was a beast. Learns all kinds of good moves, has really great stats, like just a monster Pokemon. And so I always really dreaded fighting that Pokemon, but such a cool Pokemon. And I've done 0 DVs, minimum battles, no TMs with this one in Gen 1, so yeah. Alright, we are starting with a pretty weak looking moveset though. Poison Sting, Supersonic, and Constrict. Ooh, okay. We may be going for some Supersonic strats here. And we may be trying to poison things. It may be a combination of those two things. We'll take off the berry. Okay. And fortunately, this sucker here, he's starting out with pure grass type. So we're going to get to wreck him pretty good here by poison stinging him, and we've confused him, and yeah, I think poison sting does more than enough damage to take that one down, so that's perfectly fine. Rival 1, easy win. Alright, so we have reached Falkner's gym with our Tentacruel. We're at level 6, we've got 27 HP, Poison Sting, Supersonic, and Constrict is the moveset. Not a super inspiring set, but you know, maybe it will work. And we're coming in with 15 attack, 14 defense, 16 special attack, 21 special defense, 18 in speed. Let's see if this is good enough or not to get through Honest Abe. So here, I think the strategy is first to try to confuse him. Perfect. Now I'm kind of want to use Constrict and hope to lower his speed. Oh, we get wrecked there. Right, Constrict still lowers speed, right? Does in Gen 1. Does it do that in Gen 2? Please tell me it does that in Gen 2. That I didn't just waste all those turns using Constrict for nothing. Oh, there we get through anyway. Honest Abe, you joke. Chump. Alright, so it's time to fight Pidgey Guy. Where I think we just Poison Sting. Okay, we poisoned this one. Now I'm going to confuse this one. Just keep trying to poison it. Let's keep this sucker confused here. Oh no. We get wrecked. Okay, I'm going to give a berry. I think this is the safe play. So yeah, Rodney Dangerfield here. Actually looking pretty good. Okay, he's confused. He hits himself. Nice. No, stay confused. No, damn you. Stay confused. Damn you. Stay confused. We get wrecked on that one. That was stupid. Otherwise, you know, we could sit here trying to get critical hits over and over again or something. Okay, he is poisoned. Okay, so we knocked that one out, fortunately. Okay, this Pidgey is confused. He critical hits me, though. He is poisoned now. Okay, we do finally knock him out with 2 HP remaining, and we had to use a berry. Oh, that's bad, guys. That is bad, bad. Like, this could be terrible. Our attacks are just so weak. Like, we're going into Falkner here. At level 7, we've got 30 HP. But man, Poison Sting is not looking good. We've only got 17 attack, 16 defense, 18 special attack, 24 special defense, 21 speed. We will outspeed everything, but I mean, our special defense doesn't matter here. It's only about our attack and defense. So, yeah, I'm not too confident in this fight here. Let's see. Falkner, let's go, buddy. So obviously we have to go supersonic at the beginning. And we want this Pidgey to just hit itself. Please, please, Pidgey, hit yourself. I'm going to reset here. I don't think that's the level of luck that we need. I think we need to confuse the Pidgey turn 1. Have it hit itself. And then we gotta start poisoning it and really not miss too much here. And by the time we get through the Pidgey, we're just gonna have such low accuracy. And here comes Pidgeotto to do its thing. And it's doing like 6 damage per hit here. Oh man. Oh man. And I mean, you could be saying, what about Constrict? Well, Constrict doesn't do anything useful. I mean, you know, really, you know, Poison Sting is as weak as it is stronger than Constrict because it's the same type move. So we need the turn 1 hit of Supersonic and for him to hit himself on turn 1. Okay. Now, good. Okay. He hits himself there. Okay, so we got only 1 accuracy drop there. Okay. Now we really do need to land Supersonic here. We need this Pidgeotto to hit itself, but gets poisoned. That was nice. Okay, we confuse it again. Hit yourself. No, don't hit me. Hit yourself. Okay. Oh, we got it with 1 HP remaining. Oh god. Oh god, that is terrible. Absolutely terrible to beat Falkner that way, but it is possible. Oh man. Tentacruel, you know, only took 12 attempts there at Falkner to get through, but the good news is this. This Pokemon is going to do decently well against Team Rocket since they're not going to have anything super effective against it. It's going to do decently well against Bugsy. I think the problem is Rival 2's Ghastly. We're going to need God tier Confusion Luck there to get through. That's the only way. You know, otherwise we got to get to Acid. Whatever we do, we got to get to Acid, guys. We got to start dropping Acid if we're going to win this one. All right, so cool. We did manage to beat Falkner with this Pokemon. I'm going to switch to Quagsire now. We're going to see the difference that having a ground typing makes here. And I don't know what the stat spread is on Quagsire, but, you know. And here we get Quagsire, who only knows Water Gun and Tail Whip. Okay. At least Water Gun is a stronger same type move, though. And we're not going to be weak to ground, so we're not going to have to deal with all the mud slapping. So let's just see how this Pokemon actually performs, though. Okay, so this is a spot where I'm going to take the berry for now. But wait a second, we are fighting... I've changed my mind. I'm giving the berry. Oh, we're going to learn Earthquake via level up. Slam. Amnesia. Rain Dance. Mist. Haze. I mean, Mist and Haze are kind of trash, but... Okay. But, yeah, this is going to be kind of a tough fight, I think, against Rival 1. Tail Whip does nothing for us. And we're just stuck using Water Gun here, which is not going to be very effective. We seem pretty bulky, all said. Okay, and Growl means nothing to us, fortunately. So we do win with the help of a berry. But yeah, I'm not sure Wooper has any chance whatsoever in this one. So, yeah, Professor Elm, if you have any advice how to beat Falkner with this Pokemon, you should let me know, brother. He's like, get out there, go fight some gyms. Go take on some gyms while I look at this egg. And let's check the stats as we've reached Falkner's gym. We have a level 6 Quagsire, 29 HP. We know Water Gun and Tail Whip. We have 17 attack, 17 defense, 14 special attack, 14 special defense, 11 in speed. We're a physical attacker and we don't have any physical attacking moves. We know Tail Whip, but we don't have anything to use it with unless we were going to go struggle strats. Oh god. So yeah, let's just see. Good news is Water Gun does seem to be doing decent damage. We do have a berry. And I think that's the saving grace. Yeah, we take that one down. And I'm sure that it was all because of that berry that we were able to do it. I'm going to give berries just to be really safe here. Let's check the stats here. We are coming in. Level 8. 35 HP. Water Gun and Tail Whip. We've got 21 attack, 21 defense. 18 in both specials, 13 in speed, and it's time to take on Falkner. I'm nervous about this. Let's see if we do enough damage. So here, I mean, obviously we're just going to spam Water Gun on the Pidgey. It looks like a 3-hit KO here. And we are slower. We're slower than literally everything. So, yeah, that Gust is doing about 6 damage per hit. And he gets a crit. Oh, but we knock him out. Okay. First attempt victory on him. Okay, that went better than old Tentacruel, but I don't think the unevolved forms are getting through here. Let's be honest. So let's just look at this really quickly as we look at our stats. Quagsire beat Falkner. It got to level 9, 39 HP, still Water Gun and Tail Whip. And, you know, the 23 attack, 23 defense, 19 specials, and 14 in speed. It's not going to outspeed anything in the run. And I think that's its downfall. You know, like it's a physical attacker and physical defender, but it's just really, really slow. And I mean, we're going to get Slam at level 11, which could be pretty good. Man, we really want to get to Earthquake at, what is that, level 35? I mean, Amnesia's trash too in Gen 2 relative to Gen 1, you know? But yeah, so this Pokemon gets through, but those fights, like the first fight against Honest Abe and that fight against Falkner were so close. I'm not sure that Wooper has any sort of chance here. So let's just go back and punish ourselves a little bit by playing these unevolved forms. Alright, so we're going to get through this fight, or this dialogue rather. Rip. Here's a Tentacool. Oh my god, it starts with only Poison Sting. Oh, this is terrible. I think we'll beat Rival 1 just because we can Poison Sting it. What level do we learn Supersonic is the question. No Supersonic, I think we lose no matter what. We learned Supersonic at level 6, okay. So in one level, we learned Supersonic. That might give us a small chance here. Okay, we're going to leave the berry on here. Let's go ahead and get into this Rival 1 fight, where I am just going to hold down the A button with Poison Sting. We get growled, but we are doing damage here. We heal up, and we knock him out. Cool, cool, cool. That was easy just because same type move, super effective, of course. Like we would expect that fight to not really be too bad, given that he's just going to use Growl and Tackle. Let's just see. Alright, Mikey, help me, brother. Help me get to level 6. I want level 6, buddy. Here we're just poisoning his bird. Ooh, we got beaten by the youngster. I think we need a berry. This is sad. It's sad anytime you have to use a berry on a youngster. But I mean, we don't really have anything else, you know? Come on, get poisoned, please. Okay, we got through that time. We learned Supersonic. But man, this is not looking good. I do not think there's any shot of actually getting through this, guys. Just being honest. Here are the stats. Tentacool coming in at level 6. We've got 22 HP. We know Poison Sting and Supersonic since we leveled up against youngster Mikey. We have 11 attack, 11 defense, 12 special attack, 18 special defense, only 15 speed. We're getting outsped in this first one. And we're going to have to go for some crazy, crazy confusion luck here to even have a shot, I think. Look at Peck do like 9 to 10 damage per hit. And all of the Supersonics miss, so that's just GG already. We need like god tier luck where we confuse him turn 1 and then he needs to just start hitting himself like crazy. There we go. That's 1. He gets poisoned. Come on, hit yourself more. Nope. Yeah, we need him to just completely go ham on just hitting himself. Okay, we confuse him. Hits himself. Nice. We get pecked, but we do get a heal here at least. And he's no longer confused, so that's just the end of that one. No, we need all those turns to be self-inflicted wounds, basically. Goodness. Oh, and he gets the crit there after he snaps out of confusion. Oh, man. Excuse me. So there we finally get through Honest Abe. Oh god. Here we're going to give another berry. Save the game right here. And I'm gonna have to remember Ruins of Alph, what to do to get another berry. Here we're missing all the supersonics, which is pretty bad. Yeah, this is already game over. We need good luck here against Rod. Against the God Rod. Oh no. Yeah, that Pidgey's just not hitting itself at all. Come on. Yep, I think that's just another reset. Like, we need much, much better luck than this. Okay, there he hits himself turn 1. But then he immediately snaps out of confusion. Come on. Yes, hit yourself. There we go. Okay, we get through that time. Confused Pidgey 2. Tackle missed. And he gets poisoned. It's pretty legit. Okay, we heal. Here, I think we can win. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we finally get through God Rod there. Now, just a second. Somebody told me that Ruins of Alph has another berry. So let's just check this out very quick. Like, that's a paralyzed cure berry. Not sure what they were talking about with the Ruins of Alph. And a berry. Alright, but in this one then, we've used up all our berries. Let's just see. Falkner time. Oops, I should check the tail of the tape first. So, going into Falkner, we are at level 7 because we're in the slow level up group. We've only got 24 HP, still only Poison Sting and Supersonic. We've got 12 attack, 12 defense, 14 special attack, 21 special defense, 17 speed. I'm nervous. I do not think this fight's gonna go well. Okay, well, first things first, we obviously need to confuse the Pidgey and have it hit itself. Nice. We poison it. Hits itself again. That was pretty nice too. Mud slaps. And hits itself in confusion. Okay, so only one accuracy drop there. Pidgeot hits itself in confusion. Okay, now it snaps out of that confusion. Oh, and it just knocks me out with the crit. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked here. So, I mean, here's the thing, right? I actually done more like 40 attempts here. Like, the timer just reset because I actually clicked all the way through at the end when I lost. But what we can say pretty convincingly is this. This is a fight that is technically possible. It's not impossible in the sense of, like, you know, actual mathematical impossibility. It's just that this is going to be so terrible to get through. It requires such insane luck here that I don't think it's practical to go for this. Like, one of the things that you got to keep in mind, right, is that we could try for the whatchamacall strats here. Struggle strats. But I don't think we're going to do enough damage. Now, could we logically get to struggle? Yes, because Poison Sting isn't that strong. We just find a Geodude or something and spam Poison Sting on it for a ridiculous number of turns. And then Supersonic, again, we just would have to avoid having the opponent knock themselves out. We could get to struggle very easily. But I'm not confident that struggle would get us through this fight, is the thing. So I'm going to test it just to see. Okay. So we've set it so that we have no PP. Let's see if we can struggle or not and win. So here, struggle. Oh, look how little damage struggle does here. You know, so like even if you were thinking like, oh, come into Falkner and just use struggle. Nah, that ain't happening, guys. We ain't doing enough damage. So Tentacool technically is not impossible with access to Supersonic and Poison Sting. But man, it's terrible. And it's even worse because I didn't know how to get an extra berry right here. I tried to go to the Ruins of Alph and get one more berry, but I couldn't figure it out. Somebody said in the comments on a previous video that it was possible to get one more berry there. Break it down. Let me know. But anyway, we're going to eliminate good old Tentacool from this one. So let's get to the next Pokemon instead. You know, it's time for Wooper. And here we go, Wooper time. Starting with the same moveset as Quagsire. Here, I'm gonna keep the berry on. Let's fight Rival 1. Let's see if Wooper can do what it needs to do. Given that it only knows Water Gun. We get a Tackle Miss turn 1. That's nice. But man, that Water Gun ain't doing a whole lot. Okay, we get a heal up here with the berry. But he's doing 4 damage per hit. I'm definitely not. Yeah, that's very, very close. I think if we maybe get some crits or something, which given how many turns this takes is certainly possible. You know, some extra growls from him, some tackle misses from him, also possible, 5% of the time. We get a critical hit there. This does not look good, guys. Okay, he misses tackle there. That was nice. Gets another tackle miss. Like, I'm all for this. And the growls. All for him. Get a heal up to 17 HP there. Do we get the range? Oh, we do. Okay. So we finally beat rival number 1. That took, you know, few attempts though. That was pretty darn lucky. For him to miss 2 tackles in the same fight, very lucky. You know, it's only 1 in 20 each time for him to miss tackles, so... Oops, we should check our stats before we fight Honest Abe. So here, Wooper comes in at level 6. We've got 24 HP. Water Gun and Tail Whip, of course, is not a great starting combo, at least. And we've got 12 attack, 12 defense, 9 special attack, 9 special defense, only 8 in speed. Are you kidding me? We're so slow, it's stupid. And we have like less defense. The Peck does 8 damage. Okay, we get a heal up here. But oh, this does not look good. Okay, we may be digging for a crit here, fishing for a crit to have a shot here. But yeah, I think we might be fishing for a critical hit to get through this one. Which one critical hit is like, what, a 6.25% chance, something like that? We got him to red health that time. Okay. Yeah, that's with the crit we get him down to red health. We need like 2 crits in this fight. And I'm not sure I'm here for that. I'm not sure that that's cool with me to have to go for multiple critical hits in a single fight. Yeah. Guys, I think Wooper is out of there. Same as Tentacool. I think it just doesn't have enough power. Yet again, this is one of those where it's not impossible, right? You could crit every single turn and probably 4-hit KO this one, but it's definitely not happening without the critical hits. So yeah, Wooper out of there. Now before I update the overlay, I am going to try Yanma one time. It's just easier to update on my end if I do that. So with that being said, let's just check this out. I know nothing about this Pokemon. I believe I put it in the Chikorita ball. Yes. So we have a bug flying Pokemon that does tackle and foresight. So I'm not very confident in this one. You know, like the non-stab tackle, I don't see how it gets us through Honest Abe, honestly. But here, let's go ahead and fight Rival 1. So here, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just tackle him. And we have the berry equipped, fortunately. Okay, so we do beat Rival 1. So that's not too bad. But yeah, we may need to do a full game run with Yanma just to be like, hey Yanma. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to count it out until we hit the wall, and then we will count it out, probably, if I have to guess. Remember, this is a max DV's Yanma, so if this Yanma fails, like, we know any Yanma basically fails. Like, that's the whole point of this, right? It's just to be able to basically guarantee, like, okay, we got this result with this Pokemon. That means all Pokemon in this boat are the same. Here, I'm gonna just have to fight him the first time without setup. Okay, look how much damage Peck did. Oh, God. Okay, so we're gonna black out because I didn't heal, I didn't save, I didn't do anything that I was supposed to do here. I went straight into the Honest Abe fight. Here, let's check out Yanma's stats. We're coming in at level 6. We've got 25 HP, tackle and foresight. We only have 14 attack, 12 defense, 15 special attack, 12 special defense. We've got 18 in speed. It's not going to be enough here, though. Especially, you know, man, if we had one more level, we'd probably outspeed here. But Honest Abe, he's going to wreck, I think. We've got the berry now so that we can actually heal some damage. But look how much damage that did. From 25 all the way down to 9, 16 damage with a single hit. And then the crit just easily one-shots me. You know, and this is just one of those things where, you know, we're just not getting through this fight. No way, no way. Oh, we get wrecked. Alright, so with Yanma going down, we can check back on our stats so far. 72 pass, 45 fail. We have added most of the Pokemon in this episode to the fail column, which kind of makes sense. I mean, coming in, I did not expect many of these Pokemon to do very well, but man, it's always kind of sad when you're only getting through with a couple, you know? We get the Tentacruel through, we get the Victreebel through, and we get the Quagsire through. Everything else so far has failed. But, I mean, again, was probably expected. We've only got 3 Pokemon left, though. The Geodude line. I think we know that this has to be the ones, right? If anything is getting through today, well, I mean, Golem. Come on. Golem has to do this. Right? Like, Golem doesn't do this. I think we're just, you know, just time to give up. So, with that being said, I guess let's get back to it. Golem time. But yeah, I think Golem has the best chance of any Pokemon in this section, at least, to get through. And it should do pretty good in the next section too, as a rock type, assuming it gets Rock Throw. I think it's going to be golden. You know, like Bugsy, if there's one thing Bugsy doesn't want to see, it's a move like Rock Throw. You know, 4 times super effective against that Scyther. Just completely destroy it. I decided to put this one in the Totodile ball to go up against Chikorita. Everybody's been telling me that will be the tougher Rival 2 fight. I kind of agree. If he's got Razor Leaf, that should be much harder for this Golem to get through. still 4 times super effective, you know. So yeah, let's see here. Our moveset starting out: Tackle, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Magnitude. I think this is a pretty darn good set, if I do have to say so. I think Rock Throw is going to get us through the Falkner fight just fine. Because, you know, I mean, like, yes, he can mud slap us, but, you know, if we're throwing rocks and just smashing his Pokemon that way, I think we're fine. So Mr. Pokemon and Professor Oak, they can just do their whole thing, you know. And let's just get out of here. Professor Elm freaking out, same as usual. You know, he just got straight up punked, you know. They punked him, come on. Alright, so here we go. Rival number 1 with this Golem. Rock Throw. Rock Throw. Rock Throw. I mean, you can do nothing with the tackles there. And it's definitely going to progress past this part, I think. I think the first 4 gyms really aren't too bad for it. You know, one of those spots where, you know, Pokemon that Gen 1 destroyed are not really that bad in Gen 2. But it remains to be seen. I'm just trying to think, what could Whitney even do to this one, right? We're really not too scared of anything till at least Chuck. And here we are. We have made it to Falkner's gym with Golem. Let's check the stats here. We're coming in level 7. We've got 30 HP. We've got Tackle, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Magnitude. Absolutely tough moveset. And we're coming in with 22 attack and 25 defense. That is just god tier at this point. And, you know, special attack, special defense don't really matter here. We've got 13 speed. We're not going to outspeed anything. I don't think it matters. I think we just Rock Throw and win. Let's see. Right, so here, Peck is a joke. Rock Throw destroys. There we go. So that's 1 hit and 1 Pokemon down. Let's move on to Rodney here. See if he can do what Honest Abe couldn't. Here, Rock Throw, easy win. And Rock Throw, I mean, got seriously buffed. It actually hits in Gen 2. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything to worry about here. So let's just save. Let's get into the Falkner fight where Golem has leveled up to level 9. Looking nice here. Got 36 HP. You know, we're not even going to go in on full HP. I don't think we need to. Tackles, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Magnitude. Of course, Rock Throw is the play in this one all the way. But now we're up to 27 attack and 31 defense. That's stupid. We've got 16 speed, which doesn't, I don't think allows us to outspeed. Maybe against the Pidgey, but I don't think against the Pidgeotto. But man, that special attack, special defense, really not that bad. You know, they don't matter in this fight, but yeah. Let's just see how they go in later fights. For now, time for Falkner. I think this guy's getting wrecked. Falkner, prepare to get destroyed. Oh, Rock Throw misses though. Okay, we hit the second Rock Throw. Easy one-hitter. Now, Pidgeotto comes out. Oh no, he's mud slapping me. But Rock Throw one-shots. We never even used the berry. Get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. Oh, look at that. So here, Golem looks solid, guys. I mean, we're at level 11. We've got 42 HP. The moveset, pretty darn good with Magnitude, Rock Throw. I mean, Tackle for anything that resists the 2, Defense Curl. And we've got 33 attack, 37 defense. The specials don't really matter at this point, though they will when we get to Rival 2. That's going to be the question. And we don't have a lot of speed, but 18 speed, not too bad. Solid Pokemon, though. I think Bugsy gets absolutely wrecked, and I think Rival 2, it's going to be a matter of figuring out if we can knock out the Bayleaf, obviously, but, You know, will we need crits? What will we need? I'm not sure. It's obviously going to use Razor Leaf against us, and that could just be a one-hitter no matter what we do, and we just get wrecked. We'll just have to see. Anyway, that does it for Golem, so let's step down. It's time to see if Graveler can also do it. Okay, so here we go. Time for Graveler. Sorry I had to reset the overlay once again, but this is fine. Now, Graveler I expect to be pretty darn good, of course. You know, it's an evolved rock type. If we get Rock Throw here, we're just golden. There's just no way that we ever lose if we get the Rock Throw right off the bat. Yeah, we've got Rock Throw. I think we've got this in the bag already. I think Geodude's the only one who won't have Rock Throw in this evolutionary line, and that's why it's probably... If any Pokemon in this evolutionary line is going to struggle, it's going to be the Geodude. You know, Geodude might get wrecked, I'm not sure. But yeah, pretty sure Rock Throw just does the job here. So here, I don't think the berry even matters. I don't think it will activate. Let's fight Rival 1. He can only tackle and growl at us, so yeah. Growl. But Rock Throw's doing decent damage. He's doing 1 damage per hit here against us. Yeah, easy win. He got wrecked. He got absolutely, you know, destroyed there. Oops, I named him all A's by mistake. I was holding down the auto A button. It's fine. His name, completely irrelevant. It's going to be 50-50 as we go through this, whether the rival is going to be named AAAAA or if he's going to be question marks. People are never going to know. They're going to be like, what is the name of the rival again? It's just you know, whatever I felt like putting in at the time. I don't know, I might start putting in subscriber names sooner or later. And yeah, I think everything until Falkner is super easy, and then it's just Falkner that's potentially a little difficult. But let's see. Here, Rock Throw. Not quite a one-hitter here, but it is a two-hitter. We level up. Here, let's just save. Let's fight this guy, where we're just going to hold auto A and win, it looks like, as long as we hit. Oh, look at that. Rod getting completely wrecked. Okay, so now it's time for Falkner himself. So coming into the Falkner fight, we're sitting here at level 9, 31 HP. The Rock Throw is obviously the MVP in this gym, but we got the Defense Curl and Tackle for later on. And we've got 25 attack, 28 defense, 16 in both specials, 14 in speed. We're not going to outspeed here. Doesn't matter. I think we just hold down the auto A and win on Rock Throw against Falkner. So let's just see. Rock Throw, yes, one-shots the Pidgey. Grow to level 10 right there. We get slapped, but a one-shot on the Pidgeotto. Easy game. The mud slapping does not matter. And yeah, this Pokemon, yet again, I think the only challenge in the next section is going to be Rival 2. Rival 2's Bayleaf in particular. Everything else I think we just destroy, dominate, wreck. You know, we're not weak to anything, so yeah. Awesome Pokemon, super strong. Think we got this. So now it's just time to find out if Geodude can match Daddy and Big Brother, you know? If Geodude is really a dude, or, you know, if he's just using that title unnecessarily, you know? Alright, so here we pick up our Geodude, and let's see, the starting moveset is only Tackle. Alright, like, I think we'll get Defense Curl before we get to the gym, which is fine. But we're not going to be nearly as strong as our evolved forms. So Geodude could get wrecked by Mudslap, and that may be what I remember from when I was a kid. Because, you know, I remember just going on, you know, I always forget route names, but just going up here, right? And running around, finding a Geodude, training it up a little bit, trying to take it. You know, I think I got it like level 2 or something over there, but training it up a bit and then trying to go fight Falkner with it. And basically finding that that was not happening. That Falkner was slapping my Geodude silly, but you know, that was a wild caught Geodude at a very low level, so you know, it was also very tedious to grind, and I don't think I had the patience back then, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go fight Falkner. I got a rock type. Same with when I traded for the in-game trade Onyx. You know, I was like, I got a rock type. I'm just gonna go fight Falkner. Got wrecked in both occasions because I just didn't have the levels. And here, yeah, police officer. We can be like, how you doing, officer? How's it been, man? Let me tell you about question mark guy. I would be the best witness ever. What is the name of the guy that you just fought that clearly did this crime? Question marks? They're like, what do you mean? That's what he told me his name was. He told me his name was question marks. There's no way the guy was named question marks. You must be his accomplice. Hey, no, I'm not trying to cover for him. He told me his name was question marks. So it's time to make our way over to Falkner's gym with our Geodude. So let's just check the tail of the tape here. Coming in at level 7, we got 24 HP. Tackle and Defense Curl is the moveset. We've got 18 attack, 21 defense. 11 in both specials don't really matter here. And we've got 10 speed. We ain't outspeeding anything, but that's okay. We don't have a need for speed. We have a need for tackling a bird. Oh, look at this bird get tackled. Oh, he's doing 2 damage per peck, though. That's kind of scary. So we do win, but man. Okay, so here I'm going to give a potion here. Let's save the game. And now we're going into the Falkner fight, but let's see the actual tail of the tape here. We're up to level 9 now. We've got 29 HP. Moveset didn't change, but now we've got 22 attack, 25 defense, 13 in both specials, 11 in speed. We know that if we had Rock Throw, we'd be perfectly fine. We'd be golden here. Tackle only, I'm not sure. Let's find out. So here, first things first, we are going to get mud slapped, and there's literally nothing that we can do about it. Okay, so we knocked that first one out. We grow to level 10, and now we're still getting slapped here. He's doing 5 damage per hit here, and we just can't hit anything at this point. So yeah. There's a tackle. We just can't get the hits. Come on. Geodude. You were supposed to be good against birds. Okay. Okay, so we do knock that one out this time. Once again, we're going to set up Defense Curl here, try to give ourselves enough turns. Yeah, we get wrecked because we just can't hit. So, yeah, this is my memory of Gen 2 when it first came out, is exactly this situation of a Geodude coming in here at level 9, you know, same level as his ace, and yet seems basically impossible to actually get through this fight because he lowers accuracy every single turn, you know. So here's the deal, we're at 20 resets right now. We can see that this is completely luck based, but keep in mind this is a max DVs Geodude. This is the best possible level 9 Geodude, level 10 Geodude now that you could have at this point in the game. And it is struggling to get through. So it's not that this Pokemon's impossible. And I'm willing to bet that struggle might actually be viable here. But the point that I'm making is just that it's terrible, right? So that's the last thing that I'll test, is if we went struggle strats, how would we do here, right? So here, let's just try it. We're coming in with 0 PP. We're just going to use struggle, since it's technically stronger. Now, the problem is that we need more hits than what we're getting there. Okay. Because then it looks like Pidgey is a 3-hitter as opposed to a 4-hitter. Okay, now Pidgeotto, we leveled up. And even if we hit there, we would have knocked ourselves out. Now, if we can yet again not get misses, it's just going to take fewer turns to knock things out. You know, this Pidgey is a 3-hit KO range. But even here with struggle strats, we can see, like, this is not really good in any way, shape, or form. And that's kind of the point, right? Like, Geodude you would expect to be good here, but because Geodude is actually available in this section of the game, this is clearly a Pokemon that the devs did a lot of testing with. Like, a lot of testing. They already know, like, exactly what the situation looks like with this Pokemon, because they would have taken all the Pokemon that they were including in this section of the game and said, okay, like, you know, how would they do against Falkner, right? Just kind of makes sense, you know? Assuming they were doing just any sort of decent game design, that's what they would have done. So, of course, they were trying to make it like, okay, let's not just make these like the cheat code, you know? So, yeah. Now we don't have enough HP. We're going to get the Mud Slap, so yeah, we're just not going to have enough HP to get through. So, yeah, we can pretty comfortably eliminate Geodude from the challenge. Struggle strats don't really work. And, yeah, it's just not looking very good. So what that means, of course, is that Graveler and Geodude, or sorry, Graveler and Golem get through. And, Geodude, kinda trash. Alright, and with Geodude eliminated, that brings us to 74 Pokemon, beating Falkner, and 46 failing. This was by far and away our worst performance ever against Falkner, but this set of Pokemon just really isn't set up to do well. I mean, the Tentacool is weak to Mud Slap, the Weepinbell and the Bellsprout and the Yanma and the Sunkern and Sunflora, they're all just weak to flying, and Wooper just doesn't have the stats. So we only beat Falkner in this episode with Victreebel, Tentacruel, Graveler, Golem, and Quagsire. That's 5 of 13. Not very good. But we still are batting, you know, well over 60% of Pokemon getting through this section, you know, so I can't really complain too much. Now, we need to look ahead to next week. So let's go ahead and get into this very quickly here. Let's find, where did I put that list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so now it's time to look at next week's challengers. We have 14 Pokemon on the docket. I think they're going to do a lot better than this set. But let's check them out. We have Ponyta and Rapidash, 2 fire types. They are going to be weak to those mud slaps, but hopefully, I believe they're going to start off with Ember. Ember, I think, will do decently here. We've got Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking coming in. These Pokemon, I think, will be just fine, especially if they've got Confusion. Should be pretty reasonable. Magnemite, Magneton are kind of interesting in the sense that they are even more weak, 4 times weak to Mudslap, but they're also electric types. So if they have any electric type moves, they should just wreck. Then we've got Farfetch, Doduo, Dodrio, Murkrow, all flying types that shouldn't do too bad in this section, honestly. I think they'll do decent damage. We'll find out. But they're not going to be dealing with any mud slaps, and they've got same type attack bonuses on all their moves, so they should be pretty good. I think next up, Misdreavus. I don't know its moveset very well. I think it's got something like Psywave at the beginning of the game, which if so is going to be terrible. Then we've got Wobbuffet, the Pokemon that can't directly attack anything. We're going to have to see how that goes. And then Girafarig. I don't know super well, but it will be very interesting to see how it goes. So that's going to be next time. Place your bets. Which Pokemon get through? Which one fail? I'd love to hear it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.